start today. We invite innovators to get in touch with Mr. Oja for that. Next, it's time to talk real things about AI in pharma, what works, what works, and what is we still wonder about. Please welcome Mr. Kalyan Chakravarthy, co-founder of Vizzhy and Hanooman AI, onto the stage with a great round of applause. Come on, everyone.
Morning all. This is Kalyan Chakravarthy, co-founder of Vizzhy and Hanooman. Before me getting into discussion exactly what Vizzhy or Hanooman is going to do, let me ask you a question. Whoever has come here, they're all professionals, highly educated intellectuals. So everyone has an ambition in life to do something big. Mostly they may have reached that ambitions and few are trying. But if I put you saying that, if I give you a good health for 100 years, will you accept that? Will you take it as an ambitious? Thank you. So everyone wants to live happy and healthy the whole life. Before me taking to the journey of Hanooman or Vizzhy, let me share my experience exactly how I've been earlier and what I'm today. See, I'm not a doctor or an engineer by profession. I'm a graduate. But today I'm a co-founder of two big companies, Vizzhy and Hanooman. And I come from a very raw business. Like before I used to be in a real estate and iron ore business. That is what my businesses which I used to do before. Now I have become an entrepreneur. And this journey is not an easy journey which I have taken. I took it as a challenge, but I should thank my brother who made me to believe that anyone can do anything. And that is the reason today I am here. And I'm little nervous, let me be frank to you guys, because this is my first conference. I have come up front, myself taking this challenge, because, thank you. I said my brother that let me take this initiative, because every time I will be in the back office, I will be monitoring finance, such stuff. Let me take it this, so that I can also feel comfortable when Vishnu was not here. So, if you take my journey, the way I'm looking today, I'm at the age of 45, I'm not this. When it goes to back 7 years back, this is what me. And I had a lot of allergies and food allergies. From the childhood, you can't believe that I couldn't eat chicken for 10 years. Now I started eating chicken. There are so many situations when I used to go to hotel and I used to order. I used to say, do not see as much than ordering what to be added in it. That is the situation when earlier. After Vishnu found that this is the situation of my health, so let me work on this, and he started working on my health, and today I am 63 years. Before I was 104 kgs. Now I have come to 63, and maximum foods I can eat today. I'm a little stressed. Allow me some time. Let me start my journey. So this is Vizzhy and Hanooman. Vizzhy, we are dealing with multi-omics concept. It's first of its kind in the world. And Hanooman is first Indian generative AI with multi-languageal, built in India for the world. Let me first discuss about Hanooman. Hanooman, we have like document analyzing, image creations, generative and edit code, vision engine, intelligent conversations, and voice models. These are the models which has come. And we use CPR 1.0 for multi-omics or medical this thing. And data overloaded, complex queues, and patient communications is what it is going to do. I was totally prepared, but when I came here, I'm a bit nervous. And we're doing it in a 3 trillion tokens, data integrity in key features, public data training, massive token base, language patterns, medical terminology, data transparency, and compliances and with standards. And this is the architect of the CIPRO, how it works. Yeah. I'm seeing you only particularly and I'm making myself very energetic. Thank you, sir.
I think we need some energy boost for our speaker from the audience. Come on, everyone.
You have done fantastic job. Just be like friend and talk to your friend. That's it. Forget about that you are on stage.
Yeah. No, this happened earlier also with me. Let me share one small experience of mine. When I was in MIT, I forcefully went to MIT, though I'm not a graduate or I'm not a doctor or engineer, but I went to MIT only to have that inspiration because my both siblings are from MIT. So I made myself to go to MIT. I went to MIT. On the final day of my induction, there was a group discussions and we have to present ourselves what we are exactly doing. So I got very nervous one day before how to present myself, what to be said. Usually I used to smoke early a lot of cigarettes, but I had quit cigarettes after caring of my health. But I take one peg, but that day I took 3 pegs because of the stress, for morning stress. You won't believe, mine was the best presentation and everyone has given me applause, standing ovation for that. I hope today it will happen again. The, the history will repeat again. And these are vertical solutions, what we are building, voice models, clinical design supports, radiology diagnosis, AI for drug discovery, diagnostics, and patient record summarizations. These are all about Hanooman, what I am discussing now, talking. And this is the multi-omics platform, what Vizzhy is going to do. And this is our dream project. And I can say proudly that we are the only company in the world who is trying in these lines in multi-omics. In multi-omics, usually we will take blood, saliva, urine, stool, and first we will test. And then we can tell in the coming 5 years to 10 years what will be your health condition if you continue the lifestyle, with the same lifestyle. And in one way, we can say we are the astrologers of health today. And we have a multi-omics own lab where we will test and we can give you the assurance that this is the, down the line 5 years with the same lifestyle, your health where you are going to stand. And for that, we are extracting 250 GB of data with the individual one customer. We won't call it patient, we call them as a customer. One customer data will be like 200, 250 GB to simplify where Hanooman helps us in getting that data into a simplified manner so anyone can understand the data. And this is biological data, what devices, whatever we use for this to extract the patient's information, like putting IoTs. And this is the process what we do. As I mentioned you earlier, we take blood, saliva, stool, urine, everything. And from the baby expeditions to adult, this is a total journey, how you can travel with this. And this is a platform. And for this data, we need a big, huge clouds where L&T is coming up to support us in cloud, in services. And this is the integration in the IoTs and mobile apps. Yeah, I thought I am very fast, but they are saying I am very slow, it seems. So I want to run up. So this is the reversal program, what we are going to do. And this is a full stack solution, what Vizzhy wants to do. And this even I can discuss in a later part if you come to one-to-one. I'm a best in one-to-one rather than addressing a group. Allow me some time for that. And this always Vishnu says P5 is our main sutra for this treatment. And this is the P5 concept, what we are bringing in Vizzhy. And this is the customer journey. And I would like to thank at this moment L&T who has come upfront to support us and believing in our vision that we can do something. Because to scale this product, we need a big giant people who can support us to globalize this. So we thank L&T for this. Thanks L&T for being with us and believing in our vision. Thank you.
Thank you. So I think we also have Mr.
And I would
Kalyan.
like to, Dr. Narayana is here, the Sparsh Hospital's doctor. So we have one-to-one at this moment. Again, this is the second challenge which I'm going to carry for myself. Thank you.
You'll do a great job, sir. Over to you. So we have Dr. Narayana Subramaniam from Sparsh Hospital. Give him a round of applause, everyone. Welcome, sir.
That slide?
Yeah, I have.
So thanks very much for that presentation. It's really... Thanks very much for that presentation. It's amazing what you're trying to achieve with Hanooman AI. I think it's important for us to be indigenous as far as possible, and also for us to have very specific generational LLM models for our patients. So I think, just a couple of questions that I wanted to ask you. So what have been the challenges for you as far as driving adoption goes at a doctor level, at a patient level, and at an institutional level?
See, honestly, the blocks are security specific or cost generating models. I'm reading it as a copy. No matter how, don't perform well in the real world, because for generative AI, any hospital is not so easy to adopt or to invest in such a big. So Hanooman is the one platform where we ask every hospital or anyone individual to come and use these facilities.
So I think you raise a good point there. So perhaps what we can derive inspiration from is from the success of electronic medical records in India. So if you look at EMRs in India and you look at EMRs abroad, there's a stark difference. Yes. Abroad, the market share is primarily 2 companies, whereas here you don't have a one-size-fits-all. You have so many different options. So many of them are cloud-based, so many of them are on-prem. So you have different tailor-made solutions. So I think when we're looking at the Indian healthcare space, we have to understand that everybody's requirement is not going to be the same. So you will have huge, hospital chains that are treating tens of thousands of patients, and you'll also have small clinics and nursing homes. Yes. But there is an opportunity with both of them, and then being able to kind of tailor make your solution for individual institutions is very, very important. So I guess, can you tell us a little bit about your experience building this and how you want to make it, India specific?
Actually, when we thought of building a Hanooman, first we thought to build for our own Vizzhy, because when we found Vizzhy, there is a huge data which we have to extract from the customer. So we need a generative AI for that to support. Then when we figured out across the globe, there are only 3-4 GPTs which are running. One is ChatGPT, OpenAI, who is doing. But he is doing with 3 million tokens. But when it comes to health, he has only 1%. And that is a Western data what they use. So it doesn't make sense when we want to build it in India for the Indians. Then we thought, let us build it on our own capabilities. That is how the Hanooman we have started.
I think you raise a relevant point here. So when you look at the healthcare specific LLMs that exist, whether it's Llama or other companies, the Indian data representation is very, very small. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to contribute to that, and therefore the relevance of those models to our patients is very limited. So I guess there is a difficulty in standardization of this data, but we also have, I think, in some ways an opportunity. So if you look abroad, you have, like, say, the National Cancer Database, you have the SEER database, so you immediately have tens of thousands of patients' data available for analysis. It may not be 100% complete. You also have insurance databases. So I think what perhaps we can reflect on our success in research. So if we want to answer some of these questions, the way that we have to look at it is, rather than looking at very large data sets that are probably not accurate, I think it makes more sense for us to look at specific questions and work backwards. So work with smaller data sets, fewer fields, put in a little more effort to collect that. True. So one thing that we have in India at least is manpower. Yeah. So getting people to collect that data set in entirety, even if it's for fewer fields, it's not very broad, then I think that we can really get some success. So I think the difficulty for the buy-in, whether in the healthcare sector, whether it's the doctors who are treating the patients or the hospitals, is that initial success.
True.
Right?
That
when
consortium should come upfront to give this data, because only the consortiums can help us in giving the data of Indian data, where we can have more accuracy and frequency in this.
I think you raise a good point. So platforms like this, like NASCOM, are very important for us to try and build those data consortiums, because when we work as individuals with startups or enterprise, there's always a concern with respect to the ethics of it, the legality of it, privacy and safeguarding. True. So I think forums like this are very important for us to realize that we can build these data consortiums. We've done them successfully for research, not necessarily for generational AI. We do have, we have built those international databases and national databases. So that's something that we all have to work on together.
Yeah.
We have, I guess, another couple of minutes. Any questions from the audience? Any comments? Anybody wants to say anything? Add some points?
Have a different context and for question.
Yes, please.
How do you encourage the startup to do a trial in your organization specific? My name is Goswami, Shivprakash Goswami. I'm basically, we're trying to make a medical device. We've gone certain stages now. We are like in the final stage of doing clinical validations.
Okay.
Which we after that we'll seek the license. We got the initial licenses to do this. So as you said, both of you, data is the most challenging, and that is valid data. So until unless you people like the hospitals come up with with some liberty to explore the startup ecosystem. So what are the criteria you set as a Sparsh Hospital? Suppose someone like us who want to do a clinical trial with you, how do you encourage people like us who are trying to build medical devices, trying to help the wider audience or wider people?
So I think that's a very good question, and something that we've been working on in the last 18 months is strengthening that ecosystem. So the idea is that when you have a large number of clinicians, you have a high volume of work, then what you have to do is you have to enable different people to plug into that ecosystem. So a startup like yourself, you should be able to connect with clinicians who are interested in your line of work, believe in and validate it. Or if you have enterprise, for example, you work with enterprise, they invest some money, you co-develop something. So I think the first stakeholder for you probably would need to be a clinician, somebody who really believes in what you're doing. That clinician has to speak to the institution and find out what the value proposition is for the institution. Now that's different for different hospitals. So a charitable trust hospital, for example, would not like money in the form of resources in the form of money, because they run on donations, right? So they might, for example, want a donation. Corporate hospitals require resources because of the capex investment. So I think the value proposition for every hospital is different, but I think the clinician being the stakeholder is the most important thing. So if you can connect with someone who you think is really going to be on the same page with you, getting them to speak probably to the management is easier than for you to speak to a non-doctor on the administrative side and get a clinical trial.
That is, sir, that is what the main point is. Sure. Oh, thank you.
So we have the speakers here for a long time. We'll take the questions offline. With this, we thank you, Mr. Kalyan and Dr. Narayana. And we also invite Mr. Oja onto the stage, and I invite Navratan sir to hand them a token of appreciation.
That video that I played was done in the last night by my colleague Renu through AI. He wrote the text and it generated. That is the power of AI that we can foster for our higher productivity.
One suggestion for you, sir. Like you were talking about Indian context, but all the doctors and patients mostly are from US or outside India. Please mind it.
Okay.
Come on, let's not sit idle. Let's give them a round of applause with high energy. Thank you, everyone. So as the day progresses, I think we are getting a little more clear on how AI is supporting pharma, healthcare, and innovation. I think after all this, we have earned ourselves a small break of caffeine. I'm sure a lot of caffeine lovers are sitting in the room. I myself would like to have a shot of it. So let's take a quick break and gather back in 20 minutes. Thank you, everyone.